chair. Ooh, it's gonna give me this chance. What about that? Yeah. What about that? Yeah, cute. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, I gotta share this. Right. Almost forgot. Oh, it has messed up somehow. Yep, it did it again. And now I can't undo it. Let me, hold on. Golly. Jesus. For real, you guys? What is wrong with YouTube? Hi, Kathy Lee. Oh, thank God. All my buttons were gone. It wouldn't let me change my background because I shared. Once you share and you come back, this is why I didn't do it earlier today and yesterday. It just is a problem. Hi, Jafoni. Hi, Tina. Hello. It's freezing. I'm going to turn the AC like up, down. I don't know. It is freezing in here. Huh, Bunny? Huh, Bunny? It is cold as a mother effer. It's a party here. If you guys can't hear that, I'm tired and freezing. Ooh, is this gonna make me go invisible? Oh, I thought it was like an invisibility cloak. I was like, yes, that's awesome. Ugh. Okay. Well, hi everybody. Oh, YouTube. Oh, YouTube. Why you be that way? Oh, it's so cold. Oh my God. Why is it? It is blazing hot outside. And the AC's been on all day for the bunny. So now it is freezing inside. What would be so cool? What did I do? What did I say? Hello, U-Day. Oh, that's right. I was going to do Discord only for this one. Sorry. Thank you. Well, earlier. Not now. I'm freezing. Anyway, what's this? Oh, charging. How is everyone's day going first? And then I was going to share all kinds of things. I was going to use a different phone so that I could use this phone to, I found another cool Reddit thing that I was going to share with you guys and see what you had to say about it, because last time it was super fun. Did I not what? I'm going to do 10 seconds. They're going to learn what they did. I'm just doing 10 seconds because today I don't care. Anyway, my feet hurt. I'm freezing. I'm super tired. My throat, like my voice is gone. I don't know, man. This is rough. And I still have to do more tomorrow. Oh, that would be cool to do the Reddit or the Reddit thing. Sorry about that. It ain't the day for, I know. Maybe earlier, but like I've used up all of my joy and kindness on others. I'm from California. Hey, welcome back. Thank you very much, Hollywood Noir. Hey, Marvin. you guys, just the same as yesterday. Like I'm going blank so often. Like my brain, I'm totally fried. I've been in the sun too long. My entire house is covered in costumes, and not just mine this time. Costumes everywhere, shoes everywhere, uh, hangers, just random hangers everywhere. They're all over, everywhere you look. Costumes, makeup, stacks of makeup, uh, just so much stuff. Why don't you go to the movies? If I was at the movies, what would you be watching right now? I brought this from storage, since we have now lost her. This is my autograph from Lonnie Anderson before she passed away. But that's her. Hey, look at that. It's a green screen in her. That's weird. So that was her. That's Janet Jackson. We are a part of a rhythm nation. Anyway. Why do you say it like that? Because today ain't the day, and I ain't the one. HCV. You only just got your anxiety down after being panicky all day. For what? Did something set it off? Hey, Trenchcoat Mafia, what's up? Trenchcoat Mafia used to be a thing, didn't it? Back in like the 90s? Whew. How times have changed. That was like the original school shooters in Columbine with the trench coats, and then dime a dozen now. Glad you're feeling better. Teenagers shouldn't be streaming. Anyway. Today ain't the day, and I ain't the one. I was hoping that the copyright would be fully processed, the application would be done, and I would be able to share with you guys today or tomorrow. I thought the first ever English translation of a poem by Hans Christian Andersen that is a horror story. But never before in English. But I haven't gotten the copyright approval yet, so we wait. I don't think YouTube is like an intellectual... Hi, Robert. I don't think it's like an intellectual property thing where if I just read it to you on YouTube, I don't think that counts as like publishing copyright. Like I own that. Does it? I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know. And I asked, like I told Tony Walker I wanted him to narrate this story. And he's like, you don't need to do all that. You could just put it out on YouTube and that's yours. It belongs to you. And I was like, does it though? I don't know. I'm scared. I don't want to lose it. It's a big deal. 0 years, I would say. Right? Yeah, I don't think it works like that. So I want to make sure I have it done. Because some of you guys might have been around for Trolls vs. Trolled, which is a comedy show that Mike Dude and I came up with right before COVID, which was like perfect timing if it would have gotten picked up. And it was a great show. And we registered that one with the Writers Guild. And it's only like 5 years or something. And then anybody could just go in there and grab it. So like we have to keep redoing it. So we're just waiting to redo it. And it's like, that's lame. YouTube is just weird. You never know what you're going to get in trouble for doing. Yeah. But this is like original. I mean, you can tell your own original stories on YouTube all day if you want to, but can anybody just take it after that? And that's what I'm worried about. Because I don't want a bunch of like books coming out of like a brand new Hans Christian Andersen poem you've never heard before. Unless it's me, because then that's like a big deal. You were typing out a novel and YouTube knocked you out of here? Oh no, like a long comment. Oh, I hate that. YouTube's been really weird lately, and I don't think they're ready. I know that people are looking, hey, Minute Writer! I know people are looking for a new platform to watch. A ton of people canceled Disney Plus and Hulu and ESPN and all that stuff. A ton. Disney lost $3.5 billion in the last couple of days. So people are looking for something else to watch. I watch a ton of YouTube. I'm always on YouTube. If I'm not on YouTube, I'm watching YouTube. Right before I was here, I was watching a video from The Shape. Which, by the way, I have some thoughts. But YouTube is weird. And then you guys, they're not ready. They're not ready for the influx of everybody coming over. Yes, same. YouTube's anonymous. But yeah, they're not ready. Because like you guys saw, I tried to go live. I did a background. I shared to Discord and came back and the background was not working and there was no buttons and I had to close the app and restart it and then jump back into my own live stream, which luckily was still going this time, but not always. YouTube is not ready to take on all of us, all of us Hulu abandoners. So I don't know. I will say Jimmy Kimmel has dual citizenship in Italy now. Can you guys imagine how like good it would be for Italy if their biggest network picked up Jimmy Kimmel Live and all of his people just went to work in Italy? That would be amazing. We would all in America have to figure out how to get Italian television over here because you know we would. We would all be watching to be like, what's he going to say now that he can say anything? That would be crazy. I thought about it. I've been thinking about it. Anniversary. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. How old? Well, you don't have to say if you don't want to, but how old is your son? Anyway, that'd be so cool if everybody got Italian TV. And all 200 employees of Jimmy Kimmel Live could be like, oh, I'm going to go work abroad for whoever knows how long. That'd be fun. Is Italy's politics pretty liberal? I don't know much about Italy's politics. I don't either. I know that they have a history with fascism. I know that it's not, it doesn't go back very far of being good, but I don't know. I don't know. They do seem to have a culture that has a lot to do with food. So that's all I know. I haven't been there. I would love to go there. But I thought YouTube was going to take over. I thought for sure like Jimmy Kimmel Live, for example, would post monologue video, interview with this celebrity video, interview with this celebrity video, musical guest video. Like they post their show in segments on YouTube every day anyway. So I thought, just continue it on your YouTube channel. Just keep doing it and take that YouTube revenue. They can't take that away from you, can they? That's your YouTube channel. Like, he can keep going. And then I saw, oh, what is this? I want to see if you're nice or mean. If an evil witch shrunk me down to like 4 inches tall and teleported me into your stomach, would you save me? Why would I do that? Zane? Why would I do that? 29? Okay, it is scary for a 29-year-old man to be slamming things around. That would be frightening. I get it. That's how I watch it too. I've never watched it on the network. Ever. I don't even know if, like, I almost said I don't even have a TV, and then I remembered that I do. I just never turn it on. Skyflyer Zane, no. Why would I? I'm not qualified. Do I look like I went to Hogwarts? What do you expect me to do about it? And why my stomach? Is this some weird fetish that you have? The stomach acids would kill you instantly. You're not savable. Although you said 4 inches tall, and I've never eaten anything that is that large without chewing it to bits. So, I don't know. You're still not going to do very well. There's no oxygen in there. I don't know if you know anything about the human body or the female body, but the human body, you're not going to make it, man. It doesn't matter. Even if I had the best intentions, no one's going to ever answer your question in the way that you want, because no one's going to have time to figure out what's even going on before they can take action, which, what do you want them to do about it? You dead. That ain't happening. What'd you do? Oh, come on. Kathy Lee, I do not fart. Anyway, Jimmy Kimmel could. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Jill Kimmel, Jimmy Kimmel's sister, has a comedy club in Las Vegas, which Mike Dude has played at. I have not, but I went with him. And I was so excited because Jimmy Kimmel owns Jackhole Productions, which made Crank Yankers, if you didn't know, and The Man Show. But Crank Yankers, one of my favorite shows of all time. I have seasons 1 and 2 on DVD. One of my favorite shows of all time. It did, right? So, inside Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club in Las Vegas, they have the actual puppets. Yes, from Crank Yankers. The actual puppets. So Crank Yankers, if you haven't seen it, brilliant idea. It's a bunch of professional comedians prank calling people hilariously. Sarah Silverman, Jim Florentine, bunch of people. And they reenact the phone call, and they just imagine what the person on the other side of the phone might look like. They put up, like, if they call a flower shop, they put up a whole flower shop set behind this puppet of what they think this person looks like, based only on their voice and responses. And then, like, the prices on the board and stuff, every signage in the background is hilarious. And every customer walking by and overhearing their conversation is like, they're so funny. Or they'll just have customers like being weirdos in the background, like normal people are. So funny. It is loaded with comedy, loaded with jokes. Brilliant show. Okay. Oh, that. Yes, that is. Who cares? That's like, she's got a nose. She's got 2 eyes. It wasn't even your fault. I don't know why you're talking about this, Zane. Oh, it's so funny. Crank Yankers is so funny. Anyway, so the actual puppets for hi Giselle, welcome. The actual puppets from the actual show, like the one that Jimmy Kimmel voiced. He's Terrence. He's a personal assistant for different celebrities. Super funny. So he calls businesses to try to set up, like, hey, this celebrity is coming in, and I just want to make sure everything's going to be okay for them when they get there. So funny. So he's there, and there's like not Patrice. Oh, I can't remember his name. Anyway, there's a bunch of puppets there. Super funny. I couldn't believe that I was standing next to the puppets, like up on a bookshelf behind the bar. I was like, that's really him. He's way bigger than I thought he was. They're so cool. That's so cool. Anyway, okay, so it's run, that comedy club. I told you guys, my brain is fried. That comedy club is run by Jimmy Kimmel's sister, Jill. Mike, oh, hello. Thank you so much. Yay. Thank you. Yay. I didn't perform there. I just went because Mike dude performed there. People like him way more than they like me. I know it's hard to tell why, but he's a lot more likable than me. Maybe funnier. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're into. I'm just kidding. It's a reunion in the comments. Everybody knows everybody. Hey, hey. I don't know why I've been singing everything. All day I've been doing that. I think it's like when my brain gets this tired, it just starts doing its thing. I don't know. Hollywood Noir, I genuinely don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't wear them today, as you can see. So they're somewhere buried in all the makeup and costume pieces, jewelry, gloves, more makeup, socks, shoes, underclothings. They're here somewhere. I don't know. His comedy reminds you of Ellen. You have to really. Oh, Mike dudes? He is rapid fire. You were too many. I was. My brain can't even follow it. I explain it this way. Mike dude's comedy is like Robin Williams, high energy, sweaty. He's gonna come off stage and be out of breath, tired. And when we went to Ireland and England and Wales, he would go up first because they wanted a high energy comic, and I sent them our videos, and so they knew that he was high energy, and so they would want that to start the show, set the tone, get the energy up for everybody else. So he went up first a lot, and then they would tell me I was turd, which is rude, but it meant third. The face of a doll. Oh, thank you. I can. I mean, I could see most of that, and then it gets a little. You hear that Robin Williams got accused of stealing jokes. Midnight Rider. Okay. Okay, hold on. Hold that thought. We're going to put a pin. Jill Kimmel is Jimmy Kimmel's sister. She runs Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club in Las Vegas, and she had a TikTok account, and she made her brother. Sorry, I got a bunny hair in my eyelashes. She put a picture of Jimmy Kimmel as her profile picture on TikTok because of everything that's happening. She's trying to show support for her brother, and TikTok banned her account permanently, and she appealed it, and they said, absolutely not. Your account is gone forever. So they deleted her from TikTok because she had Jimmy Kimmel as her profile picture. Because guess who else is having a major corporate merger that has a lot to do with the current administration? It's TikTok. So they are also cowards. Anyway, okay, so right before, so Mike dude would go up first. He would come off stage like panting, sweating, and everybody would be super high energy, super hyped, way into it, smiling, had a great time, and they would turn their heads to look at me, and I would be like, I'm not doing that. Don't look at me. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. I'm going to go up there and talk like this right now. Like, you just bring those expectations right back down. Maybe send me up first. Set the bar low. Then you can send him up there. So we're very different. So, Robin Williams stealing comedy. We're back. We're back. Laser beam. If you hear crunching, by the way, that is the bunny eating her head of lettuce. She has a head of lettuce that she just chews on sometimes when she's bored. And it smells so fresh in here because it just aerates the lettuce smell, and it's like, it smells like I'm in a garden. Okay, so Robin Williams. He had an HBO special a couple years before he died, and everybody was so excited for it. It was his first one in a while. I was very excited to watch it. I love Robin. I think Robin Williams is arguably the best actor of our generation, or of his generation, I guess, because he's older than me. But he was. Is he still? Yeah, he still is. Uh, anyway, I think he's a fantastic actor. I think he can play scary. He can play sad in a way that makes you sad and you want to protect him. He can play happy in a way that makes you happy, so happy you could cry. He is so good. He's so right there. There's nothing between you and him. That camera isn't even there. He is using that camera to connect directly to your soul. He's amazing. Comedy wise, she also can't see without her glasses. Well, this is her haircut, but yeah, it's just not curled. It's so. I mean, style is. This is what was underneath that today. So this is what's left of me. Oh, I hope to see it. Thank you. Okay, Jeff, get your pink on. Um, this is on a face. This is that. So that was earlier today. That was a couple hours ago. And it's very hot, by the way. Like, it's really hot outside. So to have long sleeves, and I had pants underneath the skirt with knee socks, boots, a tank top underneath all of it, the long sleeve shirt, the vest, and then this very heavy, thick velvet cape, and of course plastic hair, which is so nice and cool and breezy, right? So it was hot. So I just took this, I removed these pieces, and I put on the coolest, lightest thing I have. And this is what's left. I didn't take any makeup off or anything. This is just what's left. I missed something. Let's see. When it's not curled. Oh, wow. Thank you. This is the Karen haircut, apparently. Someone said to me once. So it's stuck, but I like it too. So thank you. That makes me feel better. So Robin Williams came out with this HBO comedy special. Everybody was very excited, including me. I watched it, and oh man, it was topic for topic. The jokes were completely different. The vibe was completely different. His personality is completely different. The punchlines were different, but topic for topic, he did Eddie Izzard's Dress to Kill HBO special from 2001, topic for topic. It's like he memorized Dress to Kill and then did it his own way. And I was like, oh, this is cool. It's kind of like Eddie. And then, oh, Eddie talked about that too. Well, I'm sure it's just a coincidence. And then it was like in order. The next joke that Eddie told is the next topic that he was on. And it was just, and then every once in a while he would throw in something that was all him, I think. Spraying a water bottle around, like he's marking his territories kind of stuff. But I was like, does Eddie know? It felt weird to me. And then I saw a documentary on Eddie Izzard, which I've never seen anywhere or heard anything else about. I went there with Eddie. He is, yeah. So I went to the Sunset 9 and saw the premiere of Eddie Izzard, Believe. And it was a movie about his life. Global, don't ask, just jump in. and just listen. Listen and catch up and then talk. Don't just run into a grocery store and be like, what's everybody doing? Look around for a second and you'll have your answer. Running into the post office. Who are you? But yeah, I saw a whole documentary on Eddie Izzard's life called Believe, and Robin Williams was in it talking about how great Eddie was and how he got Eddie's permission to use some of his premises in his special. So he did ask, and Eddie was honored, but I feel like comedy-wise, Eddie might be a little bit higher up than Robin Williams. But, you know, that's just because I'm really biased and I love Eddie. So I might not be the right person to judge that. But Eddie was honored and was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're asking me that. Of course you can. Please do. And so, I don't know. I don't feel too bad about it now. But it was a surreal experience to watch the special because I was slowly like withdrawing from it and pulling back and being like, oh. He could have done his own thing. He had the whole world of comedy at his disposal and he wanted to do Eddie's thing. I don't know. I just remember that Dressed to Kill is not directed by Quentin Tarantino. Is that the comedy special or is that a different movie? Because it's just a stand-up comedy special. It shouldn't be a movie that's directed by anybody. Eddie's amazing. Ran marathons almost daily for a month. I know, just to show that they could do it. I don't know. I know, if he asked, it's like, I still think Robin Williams is one of the best actors of all time. But, oh, okay, yeah. No, this is an HBO comedy special from 2001. I think he could have paid joke writers for original. He didn't see. I think he liked writing his own jokes, and he had his own punchlines for these things. He didn't like take any of Eddie's punchlines. Which, by the way, you guys, I used to know Eddie like really well. Not really well, but I mean, he knew me. On site, he knew me. And he gave me tickets to his shows all the time. He would tell me to come. He was workshopping new jokes in this tiny little theater by the Sunset Nine called the Coronet Theater. And I would go and watch him work on his new stuff. And it was super cool. He used to come into a Starbucks that I worked at. And my license plate was in French because it was one of his jokes. His shoe size? No. No, I don't. But I know Eddie's Starbucks order was a grande non-fat latte, pretty much, during the filming of The Riches. Because it filmed in Santa Clarita at a studio. And I was up there working at that Starbucks. I would work at Hooters if I had any, but I don't fit their standards. So, sorry. Sorry to disappoint you. But yeah, I used to speak French to Eddie. And one time, Eddie came through the drive-thru during the actors' strike. Right after the writer's strike. This is when I stopped working at Warner Brothers because there were no productions happening. So I was waiting for productions to pick up again during the writer's strike. And then that ended and the actor's strike began right away. So production ended again and there was no work to be done. So I stopped working at Warner Brothers Studios because by the time everybody went back to work, I would have had to start over and like retrain to do my job. And I was like, nah, it's fine. Forget it. Too much. But Eddie came through the drive-thru with signs in his little, back then it was a Volkswagen Beetle, but this is like 10 years ago. So I don't know what he drives now. But what she drives now, I want to be correct here. It would have. Yeah, I would have enjoyed working with Marilyn too. But I saw the signs. And I was like, the only reason you're up here is to work on The Riches, filming the TV series. Do they know that you're protesting and working at the same time? Because that's called a scab. But scabs don't usually also hold the signs. And Eddie goes, don't tell anybody. You're playing both sides. You're a double agent. Anyway, so I used to know Eddie sort of well. And I would take a picture all the time whenever I saw her. And I would get kisses on the cheek. I was like living the dream. And then I moved into Andy Dick's house. And that's when Believe came out at the Sunset 9 for the big premiere of Eddie's life story. And I went, and the reason I got, well, Eddie said I could go. And I told Andy that I was going. And Andy said, oh, do you like Eddie Izzard? And I was like, oh, I love him back then, right? And he said, oh, we have the same agent. So Andy Dick and Eddie Izzard had the same agent back then. This guy named Max. Or no, manager. Same manager. And I was like, that's super weird. You guys are very different. But cool. Good to know. So I went to the premiere. I took a friend of mine. And she and I waited after the show. Andy's brother, Jeffrey, who has passed away, yeah. And so my friend and I waited after the show. We saw Eddie, and I said hello. Eddie remembered me, hugs, everything. And then there's this guy standing there, acting kind of protective. The manager. Yes. It was 11 and a half. Sorry, I heard something. And I was like, oh. Eddie goes, this is my manager. And I said, oh, are you Max? And he goes, yeah. And I go, oh, okay. You manage another friend of mine. And he goes, who's your friend? And I said, Andy Dick. And I was like, don't judge me based on the association, you know? You guys, not only was I judged for the association, but they immediately went cold. Both of them. Super uncomfortable, super unusual. Not the Eddie I knew. The Eddie who knew me. They were like, oh. And I was like, oh, I just got shut out. What's happening? And me and my friend were super uncomfortable. And so we left. I haven't spoken to Eddie again ever since that moment. Why? And I was paranoid. I was crushed. I was panicked. And I was like, Andy, I was friends with Eddie. And I told him your name one time, and he's never going to speak to me again. What did you do? Because it's not just association, because that's the same manager. You know what I mean? Well, Kathy Lee, what happened was Andy had said something about me liking Eddie, like being a fan, like wanting to do stand up and be cool like Eddie. And live in, like, I want to move to Europe. Like, Eddie is, I think, one of the best stand-up comedians of all time. I hold Eddie in high regard. So Andy didn't take it that way. And so when Andy found out that I was a big Eddie Izzard fan. Izzard. He told his manager, oh yeah, there's this girl that lives in my house that really likes Eddie. And Max goes, oh, really? And he said, yeah, her name is Ashley. And then Andy says unto Eddie Izzard's manager, she probably wants to F him. Shut down forever. Shut down forever. That is not why. That is not why I was going to Eddie's shows. That is not why. I still hold Eddie in the same place that I always did, up on an ivory tower. But I will never get to be Eddie's friend anymore because Andy did that for me. Thanks, buddy. I don't know his shoe size. I know nothing now. That was the only time I ever met Max. Crushing. Freaking crushing. That kind of stuff happens all the time. Missed connections. You were a brilliant comedian. I was a young, stupid person. Still am. You had an accent. I had a Saturn. No, Roblox and go to bed and F off forever. Am I still friends with Andy? Well, I don't know what that means. I still say, hi, Jose. I still message Andy every time he has a birthday. I still say happy birthday and I call him pet names and stuff. But if he responds, it's like, love you, and that's it. Sometimes I call just to see, and he will answer and be like, hi. So, by the way, if you're a guy, he calls you buddy. If you're a girl, he calls you baby. Doesn't matter who you are, how old you are, how tall you are, how skinny you are. It doesn't matter. Hey, buddy, or hey, baby. You ever ask him why he lied? Ask him why he lied. I think he really thought that because that's in his head. That's why people like each other. I think he really thought that. And he just said that and ruined my life. No, I'm just kidding. Addie, I am not singing anymore today. Hey, Jose. I mean, Kathy Lee, if you're interested, Roblox is annoying child. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Jose. You guys are the same robot, I guess. You guys are the same bot. Who is Andy? Oh, look how little he is, you guys. Little Robloxo doesn't know who Andy Dick is. He's a baby. Thank you. It's weird that the same comment would come through twice unless both of them are bots. I'm getting some bad comics now that should copy pro comics. Wouldn't it be nice if some of them did? Who is Tammy Lee's? Tammy Lee is like a lamb. Who is Tammy Lee? Maybe some trolls. I don't know. I don't know, Pete. What kind of last name is that? Where's that from? Is that a Russian? Are you a Russian? A Russian bot? Russian bot. My bunny, I love you. You're my little fluffy bunny baby. You're my fluffy bunny baby that I love. You're my bunny that I love. Oh my God, she's just a ball of fluff. I read maybe some trolls again, the comment when I looked back, and I just read maybe some rolls, and I was like, bread rolls would be great right now. What's the other? Just let me know. You're off. Oh, I don't remember. I think they're gone. I don't even know. I think it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm so tired and my eyes are burning. Like they're all volunteering to be seen as robots. Yeah, I'm super tired. I have had to use melatonin to get to sleep at night so that I will sleep enough to get up early and do all the crazy things all day long. We would like to. Maybe not right this moment. Maybe not with what's going on out there. Hey, gods exist. Yeah, I have this stuff called neurosleep. And it's magnesium and melatonin and vitamin C and all kinds of other things. And it is great. But I only need half of a drink. It's a neurosleep drink. Neuro is a line of beverages. It is not fun, yes. I have no idea how much is in it. I use it probably as a placebo because I only need half of it and I'm out. I have melatonin here right by right by me here too. 30 mil. Jeez. I've never done that much. If you use too much, you're making it worse, right? Because your body naturally produces melatonin when it gets dark. So if you start turning the lights off, you're supposed to naturally start getting tired. And if you start supplementing a bunch, I think it. Oh yeah, this one. Thank you. Yay. That was earlier today. Yeah. It like changes so that your body stops making it, and then you need like more and more. That's never. There's no end for that. It's like when you finally shave your legs as a teenager. That's it. Sorry, honey. Now you got to do that for the rest of your life every day. Shave half of your entire body. I hope you have a lot of spare time. Doesn't help. Oh, yeah. I mean, for me, it does. Too much has the opposite. Yeah. It's like when people have ADHD, I think caffeine will make you sleepy or something. I don't know. My favorite Disney princess is Sleeping Beauty. You sleep during the day? I have been doing that too, which is why this week has been really hard. I work nights, so yeah, you can't make it dark enough. See? Can't sleep. Let me show you what it is, what I have here. I'm going to get a bottle of it. I need some scissors because I just got a new case of it. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Cut open my case. All right, so this is the stuff I get. I used to be able to get it at Walmart. Used to be the only place. Well, used to be like Vons and Albertsons had it, but now they don't. And then Walmart was the only place that had it, and now they don't. So now I only can get it on Amazon, which I don't really want to support Amazon. I tried to order it directly from the website, and they say you have to order it on Amazon. But this is it. It's called NeuroSleep. They have a bunch of different drinks. This is not sponsored. Nobody cares about me. Nobody's buying what I'm selling. So, but they have like Neuro Bliss that's supposed to have a bunch of like positive, happy feeling vitamin supplements in it. And they have Neuro Power, I think, which is like an energy drink. This one is Neuro Sleep, and that's the one with all the sleepy stuff in it. Let me see. You're excited, Abigail? For what? Works for me, but I only take it when I definitely have to. Yes, same. I only drink half of one of these. I haven't done commercials in a while. I only drink half of one of these when I really, really need to sleep right now and get up early tomorrow. That's it. And I just do half. I've taken hundreds of milligrams of melatonin at a time. Ugh. You may unlock. I feel like I hibernated the other day. The other day I didn't even get out of bed. Oh, what day was that? Thursday. Thursday I stayed in bed all day. I felt terrible. I could barely lift my arms to drink water. Like I was out. I had no energy at all. You got blackout curtains, but the edges of it let it in. I know you need like blackout curtains and duct tape. Rocking the post office. When? Oh yeah, for the Amazon case of neuro beverages. Snow White. Oh, that's a good one. Walt's first princess, the very first animated film ever to win an honorary Oscar, and 7 tiny little Oscars. Adorable. Sleeping Beauty is yours too. Her 3 fairy godmothers. Yay! I love that. Bunny, what are you doing? Benny! Benny! She only responds to the Snow White voice. And Pocahontas, oh my gosh, Pocahontas is like the most beautiful princess. You have to just look at her. If she's on screen, you're not looking at anyone else. I don't even know what John Smith looks like. Don't even care. Love her. She is amazing. And her song, I can't sing it. To this day, I can't sing it because it makes me cry. Was that 1996 or something? Hi, baby. Hi. Ugh, I cannot sing Colors of the Wind because I feel it in my bones, and I feel like, what happened? Pocahontas taught us these lessons, and then whoop, everybody just dumped it out of their heads. Do you want your dinner, Bunny? Is that what's happening, baby? Into the woods. Children won't listen. Mulan, Rapunzel, Tina, Belle, Tina. Oh, Tiana. Yeah, no matter what you do. Who gets the Oscar if a cartoon movie gets the award for the voice actors? No, generally it is the director. So, like, for example, I was friends with Elsa all day for 2 parties across 2 different counties. I had to drive all day. The first one was way far away. The second one I was exhausted and didn't look great, and I feel really bad to this day. And then after that, I had a comedy show with Andy at the Pig and Whistle in Hollywood, and I showed up as Elsa. Not looking great, but I was Elsa. And then Andy says, "Do you know who's in the audience?" And I'm like, "Why would I know that? I'm exhausted." And he says, "Chris Buck is in the audience." Who's that? He's the guy who won the Oscar for Frozen. He's the one. That guy. And then he told me a great story because I went and changed because, like, how embarrassing to be Elsa at the Pig and Whistle at an Andy Dick show. And there's Chris Buck of Walt Disney Animation Studios. Okay, so I told him that I did that all day for people who can't afford to go to Disneyland. And like kids that are never gonna, it's not like we're taking money away from the parks by doing these characters for kids who cannot afford Disneyland. They're not gonna go, but they shouldn't miss out. So that's why I do it like this. I didn't get paid for this. So, or kids in hospitals or whatever, that they have better things to be paying for. But they still deserve some magic, and they're going through some hard stuff. So anyway, I told him that I had done that all day. I went and changed. I came back. I took a picture with him. By then, my makeup was like so droopy. It looked like this. Like my eyes were just sagging, and they were like even the insides. I looked like Helen Hunt, kind of, actually. I have pictures with Chris Buck, and he told me that when they were writing Frozen, he showed it to his daughter. And at the time, he had like a 4-year-old daughter. And she said, "That's great and all, but what's Anna's power?" Elsa has a power. What's her sister's power? She must also have one. And he didn't have an answer ready for that from the mouths of babes. And so he said, her power is true love. And his daughter looked Oscar winner Chris Buck in the eye, CEO of Walt Disney, whatever. And she goes, that's stupid. Burned. I burned you, Mr. Frozen Man. Totally just leveled it. Thank you, God success. Have fun. Yeah, she immediately was like, humble yourself. Cinderella, since I was very little, we both had blonde hair, blue eyes, and love critters. I've never had blue eyes, obviously. But almost every character I play has blue eyes. Elizabeth Warren, Pocahontas. Oh my God. Abigail, you don't have a favorite. Oh yeah, Abigail likes them all. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Yeah. Anyway, so his daughter. Doesn't matter who you are. Kids will still tell you the truth. Oh my gosh, Bunny, that was the biggest yawn. I just saw all the way to the back of your tail. She just, so cute. Oh my God, Bunny, I love you so much. I'm gonna smooch you. There's bunny hair on everything. It's summer. She's shedding everywhere. I have added a joke to my ghost tours where I say, the scariest part of this ghost tour that you have come with me on tonight is that I'm wearing all black and I have a white rabbit. Kids and drunks. Yes. Yes, they are. Well, maybe sometimes. I guess there's drunk hecklers at comedy shows and they're not always telling the truth. Oh my God, I'm so tired, you guys. I feel like I had something that I was going to tell you about. What the heck was it? I don't know. I'm frazzed. I'm fried and frazzed. It sounds like someone's running their engine outside. I don't know. There's a light coming in. Like there's people outside. Oh, there was something spooky that happened and I was like getting used to it. Oh! Okay, so I went back to that door. Yes, this is supposed to be Spooky Saturday. I went back to that door that opened for me after a ghost tour I think I told you guys about. When was that? I don't even remember. I don't remember when it was, but I told you about it. And I was Marilyn. It was Beardo's birthday. Yeah, Beardo's birthday. So I told you guys about the door opening for me. And then I keep going back. And I've been trying to get that door to do it again. Every different hour of the day. Hi, yay, Crow and Genius! You guys, it's Crow. It's Crow. Crow, when I join your chat and I put CRAOOW, that's me saying Crow. Just so you know. Just be glad that you can't hear it. Really is what I'm saying, I guess. Just be glad that you can't hear it. You're welcome. It's a favor that I did for you. So I've been going back to this haunted door. And I've been trying to get it to do it again. And I can't get it to do it again. I can't recreate the ghosty activity. I can't. And then the other night, Crow, what's going on with you today? The other night, I went there after a ghost tour. And there was a chair backed up to the door. Uh, it's never been there before. So I sat down in the chair. I said, do you want me to sit here? Yeah. And so I sat there with my back to the door, which I didn't really want to do. It's right where a serial killer used to live. So, dark alley behind me. Nobody would see anything but darkness slurping me in. But I sat there. I did my little recap for my ghost tour. And then I stood up and I turned around and I was like, are you around? And it felt like somebody was there. So I was like, maybe somebody's there. And so I twisted the knob and I pushed the door open all the way. What a weird shadow. And my hand keeps disappearing. And my arm. Oh, I can still feel it there. Oh, phantom limbs. And I pushed it all the way open. And I let go of it and it stayed open. And I was like, I thought it was spring loaded. So I was kind of like, why is it staying open? And I stood there for a minute and I shined my flashlight and I was looking down the dark alley and trying to see what was back there. And I couldn't see anybody, couldn't see anything going on. And then I turned off my flashlight and I was like, hey, Thor, if you're here, can you close this door for me, please? And it closed right on command. I had been standing there for several minutes. And I was like, oh, and I go, thank you so much. Because, like, what, you have to say thank you, right? Or they're not going to do it again next time. So I was like, what is going on with this door? What's going on with this door? And then I did another ghost tour the very next night. I went back. That one was closed. I asked if it could open for me. It did not. So I was like, eh. And then I went around the side to go back to my car when I was done with my recap. And I'm walking around and I come around the other side where there's like another big giant double door thing that goes to get back to that alley eventually. And it's got a sign on it. Hi, Mike dude. It's got a sign on it that says, please keep door closed. And I've never seen it open. I've opened it a bunch of times. Don't tell me not to do it. But this time, it was open. Wide open. And I was like, ugh? Sorry, I closed it. I mean, I went back there. The door was open. I was like, oh, I'm going to go back there. So I went back there and then I came back, and there was nothing back there. I didn't feel anything weird. There was some gross stuff on the ground, but it wasn't like scary. And then I was like, I'm going to close this. I don't know. I feel like I should close it. Andy Dick is, well, legendary something. Love your story. Andy Dick is a litmus test for people. Mike. Andy Dick is one of those things that you can drop into a conversation if you want to see if you aren't sure you want to be friends with somebody, you can say something about Andy Dick. You can say something positive or you can say something negative, or you can just ask him, hey, how do you feel about Andy Dick? And then he's still alive, Crow. He's still alive, Crow. So many stories about him. Never for an actual friend. Well, I lived there. His Daphne character, Daphne Aguilera. You're the only person who's going to know that character. That's so funny. I'm sure he never gets that. I promise you. No one ever. No one's ever going to say that to him. That's hilarious. He would like you just for knowing that. But I met Andy at a comedy show, and then we became friends. And then after, it was never like, he can be very platonic, So we were very platonic at all times. So we just enjoyed each other's company. And I think funny too. And welcome back, Kathy Lee. Eventually, I was in a dangerous relationship with an abusive man. And Andy takes in strays all the time. That's like his hobby. He collects stray people. And so he was like, you can move into my house. And I was like, seriously? Giving me a place to go if I left, you know? And I was like, are you sure? Because I would never ask. And he said, yeah. And I was like, would I be paying you rent? And he's like, you don't have to do that. He said, but if he asks where you are, do not say my name because I will not fight for you. I was like, you got it. I will never say that I am at your house. He's not going to fight you, but I got it. So, 10-4. So yeah, I got to move in, and that was when are Andy and Eddie still friends? I have no idea. I don't know if they even were friends back then. Yes, I'm glad to. So he saved me. He rescued me at a very crucial time, and I lived there. And his brother. Okay, Crow, thanks for hanging out. Nice to see you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Everybody, if you're not subscribed to Crow Judas, you should be. What's the matter with you? Go do it right now. Well, thank you for saying hi. Oh, I was going to talk about Shape's latest video too. Okay. Thank you very much. You get back to work. You go work on a video because then we will watch it. We need it to be made. Yes, there it is. There's the link from the Kathy. I'm Regis. No, I'm just kidding. From the Paps. I don't do a Regis impression. I tried. My throat isn't doing it today. Yay, thank you, Crow. Go make a video for us. Go dance, clown. Clap, clap. So you don't say clap. You clap. Or you snap, snap. Snip, snap. Chip, chop, chip. I don't know. Go work. Hey, thank you. Yay. Yay. You think that door opened by wind? I don't. Thank you so much, Crow, to this for the super chat on Spooky Saturday. Thank you. I don't have music. I'm not cool like you. I don't use StreamYard. I got that from you. I stole it. I didn't even ask. And I'm not sorry. I don't think the door opened by wind. I've tried. Wind on both sides. I've tried. So Andy gave me a place to stay. That all happened. What was I? Why did I bring that up? Why was I talking about how I knew him? I don't remember. Toodles. Toodles to the crow. Tooch to the nooch. Why was I talking about Andy? I don't even remember. I don't remember, you guys. Somebody asked something. There was a question. I know there was a question. I don't know. Did I answer it? Oh, guy said he was a great comic. Yes. He was making a reel when I first moved there, and he hated it, and he said that Max had told him, he's like, I don't think I need a reel. I think people know who I am. And Max told him, sometimes you have to remind people what they like about you. It's really good advice. Damn it. Thanks a lot, Max. I've used that advice sometimes. Boo. But yeah. I have a ton of great Andy quotes just from hanging out with him. He would give me, every time I saw him or spent any amount of time with him or around him, he would give me some hysterical joke. Like, not give me a joke, but like he would say something that was so effing funny. Totally off the wall. Just random things. Just because of how he was and who he was. And I would laugh so hard. And to this day, they make me laugh to think about. I think that's why we're friends, is because he really likes the fact that he cracks me up. I I was like his designated driver for a long time because he needed one. And at one point I got hit by another car I was in a McDonald's drive-through and a car was in the parking lot and it backed into me and I couldn't leave because there was a car in front of me and a car behind me and a curb. So I just had to wait and honk while he backed into me, and then he hit me, stopped, and then pressed the gas again, wondering why he wasn't moving anymore. And I'm still honking and he couldn't hear me. And when he finally pulled forward and got out of his car, I was like, what the hell is wrong with you? Through my window. And he goes, oh yeah, I meant to hit you. Could you be humble and nice? Hi, Brian. Oh my gosh, my battery's gonna die. It's plugged in. I don't know what to do. It just said your battery's gonna die. Charge your phone. It is charging. I'm sorry, you guys. I might have to cut it short. Anyway, Andy asked me to pick him up because he needed a designated driver, and I was his only person he knew that didn't drink at the time. And I was like, I drink though. And he was like, yeah, but not really. He knew professional drinkers. And I said, you don't want a ride in my car right now. My driver's side door doesn't even open. I can't. I have to climb across the passenger seat. And he goes, I don't. And I was like, I'll be there in half an hour. God damn it. All right. My phone's going to die. I have to go. I'm so sorry, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you all. This was really fun and actually gave me some life after this day of being burnt by the sun. So I appreciate you guys. I will see you again tomorrow. I have no idea what character you're going to see tomorrow. I don't know. But a little bonus Sunday stream. Thank you so much. Love you guys. I will see you early in the morning for some reason. Where are my buttons? All right. Bye, guys. Thank you, Kathy Lee, for moderating. And I'll see you guys soon.